Welcome back everybody to Final Fantasy VII with your boy, Post Commentary Danny. We are here on Goblin Island during my weapon grinding session, and we are here to bully some goblins by showing off the 4x cut animation for all of our heroes because they are incredible. And I might as well show them off before the remake spoils us with their new combat system. So here we go. Let's see how the goblins look. They look rather silly, and we are going to be starting off with our main protagonist, Cloud Strife. Starting off with the classic swipe down, with a horizontal, with an upward, and back down with the classic. That goblin is in bits. Let's move right along. All of the heroes that I'm showing off to also have their ultimate weapons on. But next, we have the one and only Tifa Lockhart to show us how it's done and to steal our hearts as usual. So here we go. Starting off with the 1-2 classic, she then follows up with a left hook with a right kick, and then goes into a right punch to a overhead heel smash, and then with the classic once again. Why is she the absolute hottest thing on earth? Moving right along, Red 13 is going to show you a true spin dash. Spinning on you. Spinning on you. Spinning on ya. He literally just does Sonic. We might as well call him Sonic 13. Alrighty, I think it's time for some gunpowder from the boys from the hood. Alright, did you expect anything special from this? Check it out. He just is gonna shoot ya. He's just gonna shoot ya with both his guns, but this one's a little more stylish. We get the camera angle. He's flipping it like Terminator. He's just like, hasta la vista. Oh, he's so cool. Oh. These enemies are also how you get the Goblin Punch enemy skill. It sucks, but guess who doesn't suck? Freaking Barrett Wallace, alright? He's about to heat things up. I'ma heat you up! He just shoots you. Moving on. Alright, moving on to this idiot. So, downward smash. With a schmack. With a random backflip. With the downward smash again. We haven't seen Kate Sith in years. You're probably like, who the heck is this? Alright, it's baby girl's turn. We've already seen it. She throws it like that. She does the back throw, and then she rinses and repeats it. Which is fine. At least she's cute. Last but not least, we have Sid with the poke, with the upward swipe, with the downward swipe, with the poke once again. I like that combo. That's smooth. Alright, moving along. On the topic of limit breaks, I will not be showing off every single limit break in this Let's Play. Instead, I'm just gonna put a link to a video that shows you every single limit break in the pinned comment below. I don't have time for that. At least in this Let's Play though, I showed you how to obtain every single extreme limit break. You're welcome. An important trick that's necessary to defeat Ruby and Emerald is to know the item duplication glitch, which you need the W item materia for, and all you simply do is the item that you want to duplicate, you select it on a hero, then you go to another item, you press it and then cancel it, and every time you press it and cancel it, like I showed right there, it will duplicate the previously selected item. This is needed to max your necessary items like Dazers and Mega Elixirs. Here, you see me farming power sources from these monsters I showed off before in order to get Tifa to the max strength stat 225. Simply defeat the enemy with the morph ability and you will get a power source. And this is most important for Ruby Weapon's fight because Ruby Weapon has incredibly high defense. Our Tifa is now the strongest being on Earth. Next is Ruby Weapon. We will be using the Dazer strategy against Ruby Weapon, and one important factor is to customize your items list to have Mega Elixirs, Dazers, Hero Drinks, and Remedies at the top of your list, so that you can be as fast and proficient as possible. For equipment, it's not that important, but you want to have the best weapons of course, and have the ribbon on your item person who will have the W item because they're very important in halting Ruby Weapon. Otherwise, fire omelets are also important to nullify the fire attacks he may do. For materia, all of our heroes will be having HP plus, MP plus, all the pluses, alright? And double cut is my added spice to this strategy to maximize my damage with my attacking heroes. Red 13 will have the W item to allow him to use 2 items, which is very important. He has revive, which is very important. He has time magic to slow Ruby down. And he has enemy skill, which can haste us up. Now, it is very important that you enter this battle with only one party member alive, because if you enter with all 3 alive, Ruby Weapon is invincible. Now, when Ruby Weapon only sees one party member alive, he summons his tentacles, which gets rid of the invincibility effect, and now we're able to damage Ruby Weapon. So, this is why we have Revive 2, to cast life on our party members and get everyone back up in good shape. But, this does not start well because of this attack right here. Ruby Ray causes confusion on your party members and pretty much makes this a very rough start. So now Cloud is just going wild and he kills himself. So I'm like, okay. Now, with Time Magic, you're able to slow down Ruby Weapon's speed. So I try to cast slow. But Ruby Weapon decides to be a dick and hits Ruby Ray with Tifa. And then Tifa starts hitting Red 13. And at this point, I'm like, it's over. It's over. I should just reset. But what if? But what if I survive? So I keep fighting. And things just keep getting worse. Things literally keep getting worse. The tentacles, what they can do, they cause massive amounts of damage, but each one of them also causes a negative status effect. Which, as you see, Tifa has petrification, they can cause frog, small, all sorts of things. Poison, it's a bad time. But Red 13 is the only one alive. I cast Dazers. Dazers cast paralysis on Ruby Weapon, which he is susceptible to. And that is what we're taking advantage of. And then with the W item, you're basically using Dazers and then Mega Elixirs every single time. And that basically makes you invincible. So after all that struggle, I finally, with the Dazers, we're now back in action. We're back in action, baby. So now the fight really begins. But one thing I want to discuss is the amount of damage Tifa is doing. I believe this is some sort of weapon glitch that's going on, but I'm not too sure why she's doing no damage. Please let me know. But we fixed that issue quickly enough. So, as you saw, the fire armlet absorbed the fire damage of his fire attack, because this is the damage that you're supposed to be doing. But we fixed that damage output with hero drinks. And what hero drinks do is basically boost all your stats up by a lot. So basically, if you put on 4 hero drinks on a character, Tifa, most of all, will be doing 9,999 damage. And with Big Guard now, we have haste. Those crit sound effects are incredible. So we keep boosting up Tifa because she's the one who's going to hit 9,999 quicker with that strength stat. This is the first time you also get to see Earth Rave from Red 13. But some more facts about Ruby Weapon. Ruby Weapon, of course, being a super boss, has the highest defense stat in the entire game of 480. Sephiroth only has 260 or something like that. So committing damage to Ruby Weapon is already hard enough. On top of, Ruby Weapon is hard to hit. It can dodge you really quickly. So as you see, hero drinks are doing some effect to Tifa. We'll get her to 9,999, don't you worry. But Ruby Weapon also has 800,000 HP. So we're going to be here for a minute. But as long as you keep Dazering and Mega Elixiring, we should be able to take the damage of the tentacles, and Ruby Weapon will be stuck here. And that's pretty much the strategy. Now, you do not want to be attacking the tentacles. We want the tentacles to stay, actually, because if you get rid of the tentacles, not only do they come back, but Ruby Weapon will also start using a roll sand attack that gets rid of a party member in the battle completely. So we do not want that. And you're also seeing the negative status effects that the tentacles can cause. We see Cloud now has Frog, and the damage that they can do, but it boosts that limit break like crazy. Now, that's why we have remedies to get rid of these negative status effects on our characters. As you see, we're just going to keep doing that. Cloud dies, though, so this gets me in quite a pickle. Let's see how I recover from this. But one thing I forgot to mention that you may have missed at the beginning of the fight, I actually use the coin toss ability to do a free 9,999 damage. Because if you have a lot of money, you might as well just throw it. And if you do the max amount, it's a free 9,000 damage. And you get this ability by upgrading the throw materia. Because I do not have 3 ribbons, which you can get, but because I don't have 3 ribbons, it makes the fight a little more interesting in my opinion. Those crit sound effects, oh my goodness. See, as you already see, Tifa's already, look at her critical hit was 5,000, she's already past Cloud. Now with Ruby Ray, I also get very lucky because he tends to only attack Red 13 for me. Throughout the rest of the fight, he only Ruby Rays Red 13, but he's immune to it because of his ribbon. So here we are, we have Tifa now at 9,900 damage after a few hero drinks. So now she's doing her normal damage. We're casting Big Guard to get our haste once again and some defense against the tentacles. Now it's time to get Cloud up to that amount of damage. And this is basically where you want to be in your life. You just want to be attacking with your 2 attackers, and Red 13 or whoever you use, you have 1 party member who's a support. It would have been cool if the super bosses in this game had their own epic themes and music, but we get the normal battle theme. It's not even the boss theme, but oh well. The fight is still awesome. I love this fight. And this is also why you need the item Duplication Glitch that I showed off in the beginning of this video, because you want as many of these items as you can get. The Dazers, Mega Elixirs, Hero Drinks. Just use the glitch that the game gave us as a gift to defeat these bosses. Here we almost had Tifa become stone, which I got there just in time to stop her from becoming stone, so that was just a cool little flip right there. Now we have Cloud up to his max damage, and Tifa coming in with the damage, baby. The Ruby Flame will do no damage because of the fire armlet. But as you see, Ruby Weapon's still hard to hit. So 1 tentacle also doesn't do damage, but it takes MP, but MP is not that important to us, especially with the Mega Elixirs we're spamming. The right tentacle, though, does damage. And Tifa gets her limit break. But Tifa's limit break, as we're going to find out, is not that helpful, because you can't control which enemy she attacks. So we're going to see her attack the tentacles, and this scared the living hell out of me, because if you destroy those tentacles, as I've explained before, it will disrupt the entire strategy that we're performing here. But I wanted to show this off because I was so close. I was so close to the all yes. Look at that. I missed one. Ah, so close. It's so hard to do. But it's cool just to see Tifa go in real quick. So right here, I thought she was going to kill one immediately. I thought she was going to kill one. I mean, look at her. She's just showing them who's boss. Especially this one. But it looks like the tentacles have a lot of health, thankfully, because she bullies this one and it does not die. So, yeah. If you take Tifa with you, just be careful about this. I do end up doing a strategy later on that you'll be seeing to stop her from getting her limit break. Other limit breaks, though, like Red 13 or Clouds, is very good because it targets only Ruby Weapon. And because I used the limit break, all of a sudden, as you see, her damage is back down to this lame amount. I don't understand what's going on. If anybody knows, please help me, because I have to reset her damage again with hero drinks. I have no idea what was happening. No idea what was happening. She has the best strength stat, and her weapon, I just didn't get it. I just didn't get it. So basically, I spend the time getting her damage back up to what it was. The Tranquilizer is the strategy I do to stop her from getting her limit break, because it slows down the rate you get your limit. And with a cloudy team tag finish, we defeat Ruby Weapon. All in all, that is an amazing fight. I had a lot of fun doing that fight, and the comeback story of the rough beginning was awesome. You can see the experience you get and the AP you get. With this Days of Strategy, it does not require you to use to grind your characters to level 99. As you see, I was only at level 80. It does not require the My Materia. It does not require Knights of the Round Materia. It's a rather simple strategy that anyone can do, and it doesn't require much time. So after you defeat Ruby Weapon, he's just gone. He's just gone, but we got the Desert Rose to give to the Kalm Traveler for a very special item. Now I'm going to show you how the fight goes if you do not go in with only one party member alive. If you go in with all 3 party members, this is what happens. So as you see, right from the start, he's not sending the tentacles out, and you're seeing attacks that you never saw him do because I'm not dasering him. But when I try to attack him, you see I'm doing 0 damage. 0 when I land a hit. And now here's the Whirl Sand technique you didn't see before either. Whirl Sand will take out a party member from the battle completely. So there goes Tifa, she's out of the battle. Now Big Swing is going to kill Red 13, I believe, here. And now we only have 1 party member. Cloud's still doing 0 damage because the tentacles aren't out, but because there's only 1 party member alive, he sends the tentacles out, and now you're able to do damage. So this was just a very good video of example of why you have to go in with only 1 party member. So now we're doing damage, as you see. But now you're not prepared, so you're going to get stabbed in the butt, and Ruby Weapon's going to finish you off. So this is how the normal fight usually goes for newcomers without a strategy. But now we get the beautiful game over theme, the little jingle with the prelude. So that is basically the Ruby Weapon fight. You want to take advantage of his weakness to paralysis, because otherwise he's the hardest boss in this game, just built on the mechanics about him. There's not many strategies to defeat these super bosses, but the 2 I'm showing you to defeat Ruby Weapon and to defeat Emerald Weapon are the more casual ones that anyone can do, and you don't have to waste as much time. So basically you have 1 support hero and 2 attackers, the support hero being more important with the W item Materia, paralyzing Ruby Weapon and healing the party. It's a very fun fight in my opinion. I hope you enjoyed it. 1 weapon down, 1 to go. Alright, time for some non-post commentary. So, after defeating Ruby Weapon, we obtained the special item, the Desert Rose. And now we can take that Desert Rose to the old traveler here in Kalm for a very special reward. Let's see what he says. Oh, it's a Desert Rose! Wanna trade it for that Chocobo over there? What Chocobo? Over where? Wait, what? Yes! Okay then, it's a done deal! What? What? It's a Chocobo! Take it! It's yours! Where did he come from? I love that he just strolls up the stairs like, hey, what's up? So this is no ordinary Chocobo. This is a golden Chocobo. So throughout the game, you're able to breed special Chocobos. There's blue Chocobos, green Chocobos, and each of them have special properties, such as climbing over mountains or running across the ocean. But the golden Chocobo can do all of that. It is the ultimate Chocobo. This Chocobo in particular, however, is not good at racing in the Chocobo races in Golden Saucer, but it will do its job that we need for it in this LP. Another thing, you will need a Chocobo stable before accepting this reward. But don't worry, if you don't have a Chocobo stable and you talk to this man first, this reward will stay here until you get that Chocobo stable. But I already went and purchased it. It's only 10,000 gil, and when you're this late in the game, money is not an issue. Money is not an issue. So just buy the Chocobo stable, then come and get the golden Chocobo reward. And now we will be able to go to all 4 Materia Caves located in the overworld of this game. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. I've never seen this screen in my entire life. I've never done Chocobo breeding. I've done nothing with Chocobos. I never knew you got to name the Chocobos! And it starts with Choco! The one from number 9! Or you can name him Boko from number 4. Oh my god, I'm keeping him Choco. I know that I named I named the one in this one JC. Jesus Christ, because he runs across the water with the snake serpent Midgard's after him, but I'm keeping it Choco. That's incredible. Look at him, he's so cute. Yes. Oh, Choco's out. Look at his golden nails. Oh, this old man's got everything. Alright, so now I think we have to just go to the Chocobo stable, like the Chocobo farm, and we'll be able to pick him up. But another thing, we have the Chocobo stable inside the Highwind. How that works is that you have to take out the Chocobo from the Chocobo farm and take it to the Highwind so that he's stored inside the Highwind. So we're also going to do that as well, just for convenience sake. So let's go check out Coco. What the hell? I entered from this side? That's different. That's weird. Okay. There he is! There he is! Welcome! Alright, moving, feeding, mating, releasing, riding. Interesting. Alright, so we don't need to do any of this stuff because we have the golden Chocobo. He is the ultimate life form. Choco. Choco. Female! And Choco's a female? Yes! Class C! Oh, hell no. That should be Class S. Don't disrespect Choco like that. She's a beautiful Chocobo. How do I get Coco out of here? Alright, Billy. How do I ride? Let me ride. Which one are you going to take? Choco! This one? Giddy up! Woo! Alright, so now we don't have to deal with Choco Billy ever again. We're going to store it in the Highwind and have people we trust. Oh my god, look at Golden Chocobo! Golden Chocobo looks beautiful. I love Choco. She's a cutie. Look at her, she's a chick. Alright, so I think if we just... How do we get it in here now? Oh! I think we're in there. Oh, what the... Alright, so now if we press triangle... Interesting. So I've never done any of this. This is all like so new to me. It's amazing. So now we can go to the Chocobo stable back here. And this guy is finally doing his job. We've been paying him for absolutely nothing. Hey, Yuffie, why don't you just hang out with Choco? Why don't you hang out with Choco? It says, hey, what's up? That's a good Chocobo. What's up, Choco? It does little jiggy. Let's check the butt. Let's check the butt. Oh my goodness, I'm super happy. Alright, so now that I just wanted to show off that you can say hi to your Choco whenever you want. The Golden Chocobo. The Chocobo God. Alright, so now we're gonna go do the Materia Caves. They're located all over the world. So let's get on out of here and head to the first one. Let's see, which one do I want to do first? So we're here. We might as well... okay. We're going to go straight north from here. So, let's just head on right here. Okay. We got Coco. I can't save my game. But anyways. This is the thing. This is the thing. Alright, so this is what all the special Chocobos can- No! Oh my god, I was sinking! I wonder if I can... do I swim? I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it, but we're running. Alright. So, over here, we're going to look at the map. I don't know, you can't see the island I'm going to, actually. This island I'm going to is a very secret island. And see, Coco can just climb up any mountain. So this is the goblin forest I was at, for the 4x cut. There's only goblins in this forest. Some goblin island. Alright, so we run over here. This isn't the island. The island is a very small, special island not shown on the map at all. In the top right corner. It's been forever. It's been since episode 14? Since we've heard the Chocobo theme? Oh, right here. This is the island. So you see, it's not on the map at all. But there's a special cave right here. Alright, so now we get off Coco for a second. We're going to save the game just because I got Coco and all that. And this is going to be... This one is very special. Very, very special. It actually gives us the ultimate summon magic in the game. All these materia are good. A lot of them are very special materia. But this one's like the most simple. Okay, so I've never done the Materia Caves in my life. So these areas are very, very new to me. I was wondering if it was like a area, but it looks like we just pick up the materia. And you see it's a red materia, so that means it's a summon materia. Located on a far-off island in the forest. You see the forest trees surrounding us. Over the course of many years, macro energy crystallizes into materia. Receive Knights of the Round materia. Holy macaroni. Knights of the Round is the ultimate summon materia in this game. So let's just have a look at it. We may be using it on Emerald Weapon. -10 max. Wow. Okay. Okay. We may be using it. I don't think my strategy uses it, but of course I'm going to be showing it off. We still have the whole final dungeon to do. So let's head on to the next one, which should be directly south of us. Okay. So let's go directly south. Get back on Choco. Choco is a cutie, but materia... The materia, like, these secrets, I hope these secrets are also in the remake. And at the time of recording this, the remake has exploded in interest for me. I remember when I first started this LP, the one change I would do to this entire LP is not be so anti-remake. Because now, after a whole year has passed, and after that Tifa debut they did for the remake and the information they told us at E3, I am now in full support of the remake. Alright, I've totally flipped. I'm so excited for it, actually. And they've also said that the materia system is going to work very similar to the old game. The only thing is that some of the materia from this game will not be in the remake, which the remake will be in parts, which I could have a whole conversation about the benefits and the bad parts of having that. But in particular, the reason why people are complaining about some materia being missing, but for example, the remake is not going to have double cut because we already have a combo system with the new combat system. We're already doing combos. So I am in full support of it. Tifa looks incredible. I can't wait to combo with her, but we'll talk about the parts system after this Materia Cave, which is located right here. Alright, so this looks like a little desert pit. It is a blue materia. Received Quadra Magic? Holy macaroni. I believe that makes it so I can cast 4 spells at the same time, which isn't going to be helpful in my Emerald fight. Paired magic is used 4 times. Definitely going to be showing that off in the final dungeon as well. Like, all these materia we're going to be finding here are incredible. They are absolutely amazing. One of them is a little strange and you have to like think about how to use, but the other 3 are just like, wow, they're like game breaking in a sense. Okay, so but the remake being in parts, there's benefits and not, like, of course they're going to take advantage of it's just a money grab, a cash grab of the old fans for Enix. And honestly, after 19 years since the release of Final Fantasy IX, after that game, I was a huge Enix hater. I hated them. Alright? I hated them. You probably know this. But, after 19 years in 2019, after the E3 and showing off the remake, I'm now a fan of them again. I am so excited for something. But, so they're going to use this Final Fantasy remake as a cash grab. Of course, it makes sense. I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. But the benefits of it being in parts is that they're going to be focusing on certain areas a lot more. There's going to be a lot more detail and attention drawn to it. So like, they've already explained that the whole first part of Final Fantasy Remake is Midgar, and it's going to take place in Midgar, and it's 2 discs of Midgar. And it's like, so they can expand on the old Avalanche team, like Jesse, Wedge, and Biggs, and expand on Midgar as a whole, because Midgar is a very interesting town, or city, actually. And especially what it used to represent back in the day, in 1997, just to expand on the lore and the world of Final Fantasy VII, that's the one benefit from being in parts. One of the disadvantages is that we have to wait forever. But as big as that game's going to be, I don't really mind. You know, I don't really mind. And Tifa looks incredible, and Enix, another reason why I'm super supportive of them. The one thing I said it before, that they made Cloudy the canon pairing of Final Fantasy VII, Cloud and Tifa. They are very supportive of Cloud and Tifa throughout all their games of Enix, the mobile games, the Cydia, and what I'm seeing from the remake. Cloud and Tifa are the thing. I'm into it. I'm into it. So here's the other Materia Cave. I did not know I was going to be talking about the remake here, but it's just, I just wanted to let you guys know that I've totally flipped on how I feel about the remake. I'm super into it. This cave looks incredible. These little areas I've never seen in my life. Look at the little shining water over here. Oh, the water's shining all around the cave. What materia is this? It's purple. HP to NP. So this is one of the materia that's very complicated and special. I wouldn't be surprised if they took this one out, because it kind of fits more in this style of game instead of the new combat system they're going with now, which, by the way, looks absolutely incredible. It looks like it's such a refreshing breath of, it's just, it's breathtaking how it looks. It's so unique and different from any other RPG, and the remake, and Final Fantasy VII was groundbreaking. The remake looks like it's going to be groundbreaking for a modern day RPG with that combat style, where it still has the ATB, but we're able to do combos and stuff to build up meter and anyways, exchange HP for MP levels. So there's a lot of strategies that can be used with this materia. I am not the expert with this, so I'm not going to talk about it any longer. I don't do any strategies with those. But there's a lot of broken stuff you can do with that. Alright, so now there's only one more Materia Cave, and then next I will be taking on Emerald Weapon. Which Emerald Weapon, it's going to be a little tougher. It's going to be a little tougher. It takes a little more planning than Ruby Weapon did with the Dazers. Emerald Weapon cannot be affected by Dazers or paralysis. Alright, so where's the next one? Oh, wait, did I already go past it? Where the heck is it? I'm looking at my map. I did that. Oh no, BB. Oh, BB. No, it is over here. Wait, whoops. I totally flipped around. It's over here. Wait. Okay, it's down here. It's down here. It's down here in Wutai. There's other areas I can show off too, actually. Where the heck? There it is. Okay. Boop doop boo boop doop doop boo boo. Okay, so let's get this last Materia Cave. Ooh, it's a yellow one. We've got, oh, so each Materia Cave is a different type of materia. This is just a normal cave. I love that it's a huge materia that's just glowing. That's an awesome effect. The mime materia, which is super broken. Alright, if you remember my Final Fantasy VI LP, we had a character, oh my god, his name just left my mind. Oh, his name, her name, you never know. Oh, his name left my mind. I'm putting up a picture because literally right now I cannot remember their name for some reason. But that character had the mime ability and can just copy exactly what another person did, another character did. And you could do that in this game and like mime somebody using Knights of the Round and spam Knights of the Round and do this entire battle loop of just craziness of looping like the Knights of the Round with something else, and it's incredible what you could do with the mime materia. But one other area I'm going to show off is apparently there's a Cactar Island. I'm looking for, okay, Cactar Island is down here, And you know cactars. I love cactars. I want to see a cactar. I want to see a cactar. There's a cactar island that isn't on this map either. It's a special little island. I'm going to save it because if like a special cactar is down here, it's going to 1,000 needles me. Even though I have more than 1,000 lives, so. Should be okay. Cactar Island. Cactar. But I hope the remake, since it's only being Midgar first, I really hope that when they get to the outer world, that it's still like this expansive. You know what I mean? I don't know how they're gonna do it. I don't know how they're gonna do that, but maybe one part is just the world. I don't know. We'll see what they do. I have faith for once. Alright, so let's get off. We're gonna save it because we got all the materia. And before Cactar shoots me up, because I'm not really prepared. This is still like a round island. This is still a save. Right. Oh, the round island for the Knights of the Round. I get it. And now it's Cactus Island. Interesting. Alright, so. But yeah, this setup is still just from Ruby Weapon. I haven't even set up for Emerald Weapon. I'm doing that right after this. Cactar! I just want to see one Cactar. There might be like a Queen Cactar here. I'm not sure. Because no one's showing up! But this is just an island of cactars. Just cactars touching each other. I don't know what they do. How do cactars mate? I don't know. Ah, it's just cactar! I love him! I love him! Give me your stuff, cactar. Cactar! Oh. Cactar's nuts! 619! Oh, shit! Oh no, we're saving that. We're saving this. We're saving this limit for, Emerald Weapon. We're saving it. 1,000 needles. He did it. He did 1,000 needles. Oh my god, I can't hit him. Oh, oh, Cactar. Cactar. He's still running in his death. He's still running. Alright, there's Cactar. Alrighty. So that is the world. I've literally showed off the entire world of Final Fantasy VII with Coco. Now I'm going to be setting up myself for Emerald Weapon. I'll see you in the fight. Welcome to Mother Base. We got Choco, we got the High Wind, and we got the submarine. So next is Emerald Weapon, which is a totally different setup, and this is how you want to look. You want the Fury status so that we gain our limit breaks much faster, because that is the extent of our strategy we will be using on Emerald Weapon. Now for materia, you only want 2 materia on a character a piece. One of those materia, you want it to be W item, and one of them to be the underwater material to cancel out the timer that is usually in the fight. For equipment, you just put on the best equipment that you have, and here it is. To get the Fury status on your characters, simply select the hyper item in your items list and put it on each of your characters. Emerald Weapon can be located in many different locations on the water, like the Jelnica or swimming around the underwater reactor, but there's also this location, near the crashed submarine, and we get a very good look at its design in the overworld, and I just wanted to show that off because I love the design of these weapons. Out of all the weapons, Emerald Weapon seems to be the most calm, which is why it's sad we have to fight it. So right off the bat, you're going to notice that I no longer have my Fury status because I accidentally rested before the fight and I lost the status. But this fight will show that it's doable without the Fury status. The Fury status basically makes the fight faster. But since we have the underwater materia, we don't need to worry about being fast. Once again, we're working at a disadvantage, but that's alright. So, your W item person is spamming hero drinks on all the heroes and is also the designated healer. Anyone can be the healer, but the W item person is the main healer. Now, hero drinks will once again get our attack power to maximum damage. But some stats on Emerald Weapon. The defense of Emerald Weapon is only 180 compared to Ruby's 480. So you see Tifa doing maximum damage already, and she'll be doing maximum damage with just normal hits. But Emerald Weapon has 1 million max HP, so this fight can take a long time, especially since I no longer have Fury. Also, of course, having the duplication of the items is very important. We're going to be spamming items once again. But basically, Emerald has 2 phases that it switches between the entire fight. This is the second phase here, known as the eyes. So now Emerald, instead of attacking one turn at a time, it now has 5 separate turns because of each one of those colored eyes. Per the strategy, this is when you would slam Emerald Weapon with all your limit breaks to cancel out the eyes' turns, and you would already have them destroyed. The blue eyes attack our hero's HP, while the yellow eyes attack our hero's MP, which is not very important with this strategy. During the eyes phase, Emerald Weapon also does different attacks compared to the other docile phase, as we're going to call it. When entering the eyes phase, Emerald will use a Emerald Beam attack, which attacks the entire party for 63% of their health. It cancels regen status, and with the eyes still being present, you can see how dangerous this is. A quick Mega Elixir from any of your heroes should fix this problem though. Emerald's lack of defense even allows Red 13 to be doing damage compared to how he was with Ruby Weapon, as you see. But during this eyes phase, if you attack physically, it will counterattack with a Revenge Stamp, which does a bunch of damage to everyone in your party and also cancels haste. In the docile phase, Emerald Weapon only performs 2 attacks, one of them being Foot Stamp, which is just a normal physical based attack that hits the entire party, and the other is Emerald Shoot, which targets a single character only when there's no eyes, but it also cancels out any barriers that you may put on your allies. You answer the single hit attacks with elixirs, and the entire party attacks with Mega Elixirs, of course. Now we get to Airtam Storm, also known as Materia Storm because it's just Materia backwards. This is Emerald Weapon's trump card. The amount of equipped Materia determines the damage it does. But because we only have 2, we get all lucky 7s. And guess what? I actually didn't mean to do this, but Emerald Weapon, the way it's designed, because you can do just 2 Materia, this is actually another strategy. So I basically used 2 strategies. I used the all lucky 7 strategy, which I did not plan to show off in this LP, and also, in a sense, the Fury strategy, but I was missing Fury. So this is just a mixture of all these strategies all together. And now Cloud and Tifa are doing a cloudy tag team once again of all lucky 7s. It's just fate for me doing an LP based around Tifa. Materia Storm is an attack that's only done during the eyes phase. It does damage equal to the amount of equipped materia on each character. So with 2 materia, it's only doing 2,222 damage, which causes the all lucky 7s if you're at 9,999. So that's how the strategy works. It also cancels all bonus effects like barriers, haste, etc. Emerald Weapon will also counterattack with Materia Storm against Knights of the Round. So new players with all their max materia and stuff, they'll be like, oh, I'm ready to take on Emerald Weapon, will be killed immediately by Airtam Storm. The cloudy all lucky 7s is still going. It goes on forever. Remember, it's 64 hits of 7,777 damage for each attack that they perform, so it's very helpful in this fight. Another funny property about all lucky 7s that I learned right here is that it affects limit breaks used during it as well. So no matter if I hit all hits and yes, it still would do 7,000 whatever damage, which is actually less than what Tifa's hits would be doing, but at least I hit all the attacks. So after Tifa's Beat Rush and the entire all lucky 7s combo between Cloud and her, we now have him below half health, I believe. But this is pretty much the strategy. You use your limit breaks when the eyes appear so that you can try and get rid of them as quickly as possible to stop the risk and also cancel out their turns that they have for attacking you. The best limit breaks to use are a lot of the people's level 3 limit breaks or Tifa's max entire combo, any of the multi-hitting limit breaks, which usually are the level 3 limit breaks. The only exception would be Cloud's Omni Slash, which is his ultimate limit break, but I don't have time to deal with the battle arena because that's the only way to unlock it. The only way to unlock it early. So basically, if I had the Fury strategy, what would be the difference is that every time Emerald Weapon would attack me, especially with Emerald Beam, I would basically already have all my limit breaks set and cancel out all the attacks the eyes are doing. But because I don't have it, It basically just makes the fight 5 minutes longer just to gain the limit breaks at a more consistent rate. But it's also important to note that the All Lucky 7s is not always guaranteed, because Emerald Weapon, especially with the eyes mainly being still visible, it may go into some sort of berserk state and keep attacking after it gives you the All Lucky 7's health, as we're going to see here. So you only get All Lucky 7s if it's your turn and it says the All Lucky 7's text. But because it's still the eyes turns and Emerald Weapon's berserk state, with Emerald Beam again, it cancels it out. So it's kind of lucky that I got it. Here's an example of me attacking during the eyes state and getting revenge stamp if you attack physically. But during the docile state, without the eyes being open, you can attack it for free without getting revenge stamp. So that's just some extra damage. Don't forget that this entire battle takes place underwater and Tifa is still able to perform at this athletic rate. And I imagine in the remake, will we be swimming underwater when we're fighting Emerald Weapon? Just ideas like that, and the weapons in general in the remake, they're going to be gigantic. I wonder how they're going to do it. And with one last 1-2 hit from Tifa, Emerald Weapon is now defeated. The weapon extinction process is complete. Take in that glorious fanfare. Take in those blinks of level ups. Oh, it feels so nice. Look at that experience, that AP. I started jerking it immediately. It's brilliant. And we get the Earth Harp as a reward, another item for the Traveler in Kalm. That is such an amazing fight too. Both of the fights, Emerald and Ruby, are such intense fights. Ruby Weapon took me about 15 minutes to complete, but Emerald Weapon took me about 25 minutes, mainly because I didn't have my Fury strategy all together. So, which one was your favorite? Tell me how your fights go and what strategies you use. Now that we have the Earth Harp from Emerald Weapon's defeat, we can complete the side quest of the Kalm Traveler. What will he give us this time? The rewards you get from the super bosses are basically shortcuts for the more grindy, tedious parts of this game, such as Kokobo breeding and the reward we're getting now. Oh, it's the Earth Harp! Wanna trade it for some Master Materia? I'm not being stingy either. I'll give you all 3 of them. How about it? Yes! Okay then, it's a done deal! Just tosses Master Materia to the floor. It's 3 pieces of Master Materia set. I guess it's time to go on a journey for the souls of my departed friends. This old man was definitely a hero before us. Before we showed up, he saved the world. Because how does he have all this stuff? A golden Kokobo? Master Materia? He was definitely a hero. Well-respected hero who no longer has a name. But now that we have the Master Materia, we can know every single spell, command, summon simply by putting on this one single piece of materia. It is super overpowered and it's incredible. Alright, it's absolutely incredible. Tifa will definitely be getting the Master Command because she is a master of her craft. And I will decide who gets the Master Summon, who will have every single summon, and the Master Magic. So like your materia slots are no longer going to be filled on your main characters that you put these on. Which is good for when you have to equip some of the other characters for the final dungeon. But I'm just going to show you exactly what I mean by putting on the Master right here. And you're going to see the entire magic list filled. Like, that is insane. And now we are ready to take on Sephiroth. I now have to prepare the last 2 episodes to end our journey together. It has been terrific so far, and I hope you join me there.